Okay, so you've heard the term artificial intelligence thrown around a million times, right? It's everywhere. It's in your social media feed, it's helping scientists discover new medicines. It might even be driving your car someday. And honestly, it can feel impossibly complex. But it doesn't have to be. We're going to demystify the whole thing and break down exactly what AI is, piece by piece. So let's just dive right in. What is AI, really? I mean, is it the crazy stuff from science fiction? Thinking robots and all-powerful computers? Or is it something a little closer to home? Well, let's find out. Here's the game plan. We'll start with the big, core idea of AI. Then we'll peek under the hood and see how it actually learns. From there, we'll get into the really cool stuff, generative AI, see how it's already changing our world, and wrap up with the super important conversation around the challenges and the rules we need to guide it. All right, let's start at the very top, the big idea. At its absolute heart, the grand ambition of artificial intelligence has always been about one single thing: trying to simulate intelligence itself. So at its core, AI is really all about getting machines to mimic human intelligence. Just think about all the things our brains do without us even thinking about it. We learn, we solve puzzles, we make snap decisions, we create stuff. The whole goal of AI is to give machines those same kinds of abilities. A self-driving car is a perfect example, right? It has to see the road, decide when to turn or brake, and then act on that decision just like a person would. But here's the thing. AI is this huge, giant umbrella term. To really get how it works, we've got to peel back the layers and look at the powerful ideas nested inside. And it all kicks off with something called machine learning. Okay, so the first key piece of the puzzle is machine learning, or ML. The best way to think about it is like this. Instead of a programmer writing millions of lines of code for every single possible scenario, you just give the machine a mountain of data and an algorithm. From all that data, it starts to teach itself how to spot patterns and make predictions. It learns on its own. Now, if you go one level deeper, you find deep learning. This is a much more powerful and specialized type of machine learning, and it uses something called neural networks, which are actually inspired by the way our own brains are wired. And because of that structure, they are incredibly good at finding really complex, almost hidden patterns inside massive, massive amounts of data. So what's the big difference here? It's all about the layers. A standard machine learning model might have one, maybe two processing layers, but a deep learning model, it can have hundreds. It's that incredible depth, that complexity, that allows it to learn with so much more nuance and tackle way more difficult problems, everything from understanding human speech to spotting diseases in medical scans. And it's this incredibly powerful deep learning that makes this next step possible, the technology that, let's be honest, you've been hearing about nonstop, generative AI. This takes everything we've just talked about and adds a fascinating, game-changing new twist. Now, here's the key difference. While older AI is really great at analyzing or sorting things, generative AI creates brand new things. You give it a simple text prompt and it can write an email for you, compose music, design an image from scratch, or even write computer code. It's not just making a prediction, it is literally generating something that did not exist a second ago. So, how in the world does this actually work? Well, it's basically a three-step process. First, developers build what's called a foundation model by training it on just a staggering amount of data. We're talking a huge slice of the internet. Second, they tune that general model, kind of refining it for a specific job with human feedback. And finally, it starts generating stuff. And through this constant loop of being evaluated and tuned some more, it just gets better and more accurate over time. Okay, I know this can all sound a little abstract, but the truth is, this technology is already woven into the fabric of our daily lives. Let's look at just a few ways you're probably using AI without even thinking about it. You know when you're on a shopping site and it recommends the exact thing you were just thinking about? Yeah, that's machine learning. Its algorithms are analyzing your browsing habits and what you've bought before to predict what you'll probably want next. That's how they create that perfectly personalized experience. AI is also kind of like a silent guardian for your money. Have you ever gotten that text from your bank about a suspicious purchase? That's an AI model that knows your spending habits so well that it can spot a transaction that looks just a little bit off and flag it for you in real time. It's pretty amazing. And it's not just for us consumers. In the industrial world, AI is a total game changer. It analyzes data from sensors on everything from jet engines to factory robots to actually predict when a part is about to fail. This means companies can fix things before they break, which saves a massive amount of time and money. And of course, there's customer service. You know, those AI chatbots that can answer our basic questions 24/7? It means we get help faster, and it frees up the human support agents to focus on solving the really tough, complex problems. Now, with all of this incredible power comes enormous responsibility. It's not enough to just build this amazing technology. We have to be incredibly careful and thoughtful about how we use it safely and ethically. And the risks really fall into a few key buckets. You have data risks. If the data you train an AI on is biased, well, the AI's results are going to be biased too. The models themselves can be stolen or tricked. And of course, there are huge questions around things like privacy, security, and just making sure these systems actually work the way they're supposed to. So, to fight these risks, this whole new field of AI governance is popping up, and it's built on a few core ideas. We need to be able to explain why an AI made a certain decision. We have to make sure they're fair and don't create biased results. They have to be secure and robust enough to withstand attacks. And ultimately, someone has to be accountable for how they operate. And this quote from IBM really sums it up perfectly. The goal of AI ethics isn't to stop innovation. It's about steering it in the right direction, making sure we're getting all the incredible benefits of this technology while being really, really careful about minimizing the risks. It's a critical balancing act. So, we end up right back where we started, but hopefully with a totally new perspective. AI isn't some vague buzzword anymore. It's a real, powerful tool built on these amazing layers of technology. It gives us the power to solve problems, to create, to innovate in ways we are only just beginning to wrap our heads around. The real question isn't what can AI do anymore, it's what will we choose to do with it.